Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome back to some more Stormworks Build and Rescue. This is just kind of a quick late night update here of what I've been working on. I'm installing the dials. I'm starting to set up the cranes. So bear with me here as this thing loads. Just testing out a couple of things. Let's see. So we've got the diving bell installed in the back. Right, it just needs to be locked into place so it doesn't swing. Oopsies. And then I was testing this out here. This is going to be more part of the refinery, but this is hydrogen. What it does is sucks in seawater through these desalinators into here. It's actually pretty fast. It's got two hydrogenator, hydrolysis things in there. And it'll start going here. Any minute, just start producing hydrogen. All right, well, while we're waiting for that to produce hydrogen, let's just show you the crane here real quickly. Yeah, so when you get on it, so now we have two. I put the white lines on the dial. I thought that was pretty cool. All right, so the bottom one here measures your rotation off of 0, which I think is cool. And then the green one is your line, your lead. And of course, the color will change. So this one only goes halfway, whereas the rotation will go in a full circle. And that's also what we're going to do to keep our positioning on. All right. Well, anyways, that's going to take a while for that to lead out. So I'll just let that go for a minute here. What was the other thing I did? The other thing I did, I put on the wheelhouse. Even though it is a barge, it still should have a wheelhouse. Just with some basic controls, right? So the basic controls are it has these whatever you want to call them there, and we can now spin out. We can spin in a circle. So before I got too far involved with that, I know the dials were kind of unfinished, I guess. You know, they were missing a few lines and a few this and that. So I thought, you know what? Okay, I'll put the dial on. We'll start with the crane. We'll adjust it here. You'll see. So there, see, it still changes color. So now you know. Oh, we're within our final. We're approaching our maximum length, and then of course our rotation. I thought that was cool. And then let's just check on the hydrogen. So the hydrogen part. This is going to be on the actual refinery. I don't think I'll keep it on here, but I was just testing it. Yeah, see, there you go. So now we're producing hydrogen. And it's in a custom tank. So now, you guys are probably wondering, like, well, what does all this have to do with everything? Well, we were talking about space, and I was in the middle of building that gantry to pull the space shuttle, and I didn't have a way to reload the hydrogen. Well, now we have a way of getting hydrogen from the ocean. So now, in part of all this absolute craziness, which it is absolute craziness, I will need to build either, I'm going to save this here, a train or trucks that are going to be able to transport the hydrogen to the airfield. And then I thought, okay, well, how am I going to store it all? So I thought, well, maybe what we'll do, probably we'll do it eventually. Once the dials are all in place and, wait, what's going on here? Laggy stuff. Once the dials are all in place, we'll probably set up a couple of these. What's going on here? We will probably set up a couple of these trucks. some of these, I think. Maybe what we'll do is we'll turn this into gas cylinders. To me, that makes the most sense because we need something that's big, that can move around, and that can also is kind of like like tsunami proof, like a storage, because we don't have a tank farm, and there's no tanks at here in the airfield or any of the airfields to store the hydrogen, to store the gases. I know they were talking about doing these major updates this year. Maybe one of the major updates is going to be gas cylinders for us to store the gas. But anyhow, yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, just a quick update there, just to show what I've been working on. Still working on the barge. It'll be a little bit longer. But, big but there. Making progress on those dials. I just thought they were a little, look how big that is. I just thought they were a little dull, you know? It's nice that the line moves and that, but I thought, yeah, you know, it'd be nice to have a couple other little lines on it. So I just sort of jazz it up a little bit and just kind of, I think they look, to me, they look finished now with that. To me, that's finished. Maybe I'll add a little logo on here or something. I mean, there really isn't much room, right? But it'd be nice to add a little logo or something in there. Yeah, and then this final monitor is just probably just going to be statistics. I don't know, battery statistics or something. It'll be something. Anyways, wind speed maybe at the top. Something useless, but neat at the same time. And then this, of course, is there's a camera here. So that way, eventually I'm going to be testing the loading of the pipes. All right, they don't weigh very much, 150 pounds or something like that. But I've got them connected here. Right? So the crane will come out. I'll connect here. And it should be able to lift the empty rack right out of there and replace it with a full rack. Should. Now, there might be, you know, some twisting and manipulating around. So that's still coming up. Yeah, but like I say, I just finished that. This took me a while to get to there. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.